Shall I start, sir?
Yes, you can start.
Our our project BlockEstate 360, which focuses mainly on creating the uh, sorry, our project. It's not recording, I think. Okay. Our project to BlockEstate 360, which focuses on creating a transparent, secure, and decentralized property transaction platform using the blockchain technology. The system is
Present your
designed and
PPTs.
implemented.
PPT
Uh,
present ಮಾಡಿ.
yes, sir.
PPT
The,
not visible.
the system is designed and integrated, implemented using the third web and MOI network. So
Alia, PPT is not visible.
sharing. So we have used the third web technology and Polygon MI network. Using in the MetaMask, we have used a Polygon MI network for the transaction, all that, and to used to test the cases of transaction. We have taken here the third web technology. It is a user-friendly technology to check the smart contracts whether the in the smart contracts whether all the functionality is running or not. So here we can see it is having the two functionalities, that is a read and a write modules. In the read modules, we can see all the functionalities like get all properties, get highest rated product, get product reviews, get property, all that. And in the write, it will be having add review, buy review, all that. If we list any properties like owner address and the price, if we give any 10 lakh something, and for the property title we will be giving house for sale, and the category house. Here we have deployed the smart contracts in the third web technology, and here we have taken, we'll be taking here the image URL, and we'll be pasting here property address like PB road, anything, and the description, welcome to property. So if we execute this, so it will, the MetaMask will ask for confirmation. As it is a blockchain, it will be having so much security, and after it will be confirming the property is listed successfully, and the listed property, and we can see here and a read form, get all properties. Here we can see all the listed property. This is a property which I have currently listed, and if we take that index and get a single property id or an index, we will get a single property listed here, and get all property will show all the properties which I have listed earlier. And here it is a user friendly website. Here we can get code snippets for the further like a front end, all that we can grab here the react, which are language we are friendly with. We can grab the front end code snippets also. and it will give a overall transaction, latest transaction which we have done so far, and it will create here the block numbers. We can't anything modify or access here, access the changes anything. And here the like review all that, if we want to like any product which I have listed here. So if we want to like the review like one product or any index, like I will want to give a 5 star or anything 5 like this review index, and I want to give a property user address. It is I think it will be giving a error in this, and it will be having ad review. All that is the property we can check here, get the highest rated property, all that we can do. Currently we are working in a front end for this project. So in order to test the smart contract, to grab the test cases, we will be testing in the third web. Next will be continued by Aishwarya.
Hello everyone, I am Aishwarya. Now I will be continuing with presentation for our topic Block Estate 360, which is AI powered smart real estate tracking and secure transaction on blockchain. Firstly, system design and architecture. Problem. So the lack of trust and transparency in real estate transaction. Nowadays, we can see like there are many fraudulent activities that are taking place in real estate platform. The verification that ownership verification and even in case of reviews, for example, consider I'm having apartment in other platforms, even they are also allowing like reviews and all, like hundreds of people can put reviews on them. Obviously I am the owner of that apartment. I will remove the bad reviews. Here, that is the main problem. We are altering that, and even the transaction history can also be faked. So the lack of trust and transparency, it is the problem. For that, the objective is here we are building a blockchain based property for the property listing and review system. As I just told, that review system and listing of the property, for that blockchain we are using. So this is a decentralized application, and for blockchain storage, Polygon Amoi is used because compared to, since this is a testing stage compared to Ethereum blockchain and all, this Polygon Amoi, this costs cheaper gas fee, and also all the verification, that is testing, should be done on chain only. For faster transaction, this Polygon Amoi is best. And here I have considered like the overall system architecture, that overview, like from user to till blockchain, how our website looks. That UML flow I have mentioned here. Firstly, user, like the person who is interacting with the front end, he interacts with the front end UI. And this front end, it is made up of React JS, and this Web3 JS, still we have not connected the blockchain to front end. But React.js is being used for user interaction. This Web3 is used for in order to fetch the details from blockchain, and after that again this React will fetch that information and it displays to the user. After that, smart contract logic. In that smart contract the code will be there, all the features, like for example listing the property, getting all those property and buying those properties, all those transaction, that complete logic, it is been written in the solidity language only. And after that, for example, if I am listing one property, the owner, if I am the owner, I should have contain that owner address. From the metamask I have to fetch that owner address, and it should be mentioned in that. And after that, if some other person is buying that, if xyz person is buying my um, um, sorry, my property, even he or her, she or her should contain that owner address, that is his or her owner address. Even they should have that from metamask. And all that information will be stored in the blockchain. Here blockchain we have used is Polygon Amoi. And now let me divide like our entire system into three modules. Here the three main modules are property management, user reviews, view module. Here view module you can consider it as one product. Let me explain one by one. uh, Property management, in the property management all those functions will be there, like listing property, updating property, and buying. And listing, as I just told, that owner address and property details, after that execution should be done, then the transaction will happen. Then in the user reviews, like add review, like review, here the main is the resistant for alteration is there. No one can alter or any of the reviews, even the owner itself. Then view module, like for one property, hundreds of reviews will be there, and for hundreds of reviews only one summary extension will be given. For example, in Google and all, for any of the product nowadays we can see like 1,000 members have given review on this, and based on that the overall rating is 4.6. In that way, one summary extension for each property, it will be displayed. Yeah, here in ER diagram, this feature I have taken the in UML I have taken the complete system architecture, but in ER diagram, only the features I have considered. Features, like what features that in our website it is given. The property, like there are three entities, the three modules which I have told there: property, review, and product. Here, property, it is one entity, and this contains many of the attributes such as images, product id, owner, and all. And this product id, which is the primary key, which uniquely identifies this property. Here, in the code, you can see this. Here the contract, real estate, it is being defined. After that, here property, this is one entity. And review, after that, yeah, product, and all these attributes are defined here, like product id, owner, and all. Here in ER diagram you can see that primary key of product id, it is been represented with underline. And even for review, the foreign key is represented as reviewer and product id. This product id, this is the primary key of property. And the relationship between the property and product, as I just told, like it is a summary extension. That relationship, it is mentioned with the diamond shape, and this contains one is to one relationship. The property, each property can have only one product summary, and each property can have multiple reviews, that is many reviews. So one is to n, mapping 1 to n relationship. And product review, here for one product there will be many reviews. From hundreds or thousands of reviews, only one summary extension we will be getting. Here, here in that ER diagram, with underline we can represent the primary key. But in this code, here mapping you can see in the form of key value pairs it will be stored. Here the key is product ID, and the value will be here u in 256 property. From the struct property, this product ID, this is the primary key. In the same way, here also you can see this review. This will be the value for that particular key. Just I have briefed you the some of the information for the CR diagram, and further Diksha will explain you the complete code, the smart contract logic. Over to Diksha. Diksha, shall I share the screen or will you?
My screen is visible.
Yes.
Yes, visible. Yeah, you can proceed.
Okay, here we have written the smart contract for our website. That in smart contract we include all the functionalities which are provided in the real estate management system. First, we have written the smart contract in Solidity programming, and we have used the Remix IDE for the execution of the program. So it will start from the Pragma Solidity 0.8.9 version. Here it will specify the version of the Solidity compiler. Here the symbol indicates that the version Solidity compiler version which includes 0.8.9 and also greater than 0.8.9. And we have named the contract as real estate. There is a state variables we have declared. State variables are the functionalities or the parameters which are required for the listing or functioning of the uh, properties. So we have started with the property structure, which includes the parameters like property ID, owner, price, property title, category, images, property address, description, reviewers, and reviews. And we have restricted for the data types. Owner address and price will be, and price and product ID will be in the integer form, and product title, category, images, all these are present in the string format. Here we can see that image will be present in the form of string, means we have to give the image address in the form of string to the function. Then we have mapping. As Aishwarya explained, there is a mapping thing. Here we are mapping each property has its own ID, and we are mapping the property ID to the each listed properties, and it has the property index which will be incremented as we list the properties. And we have the events. Events means if we change anything or add, list, sold, or resold the properties in the website, it will appear like a notification. It will be appear in the like a notification in the website. So events are like property listed, property sold, and property resold, which are all have the proper parameters like ID, owner address, and the price. Property listed, for listing the property, we require these all parameters. And once we list the property listed will be notified in the form, which includes ID, owner address, and the price. And property sold also, it is a event when we sold the property. It will appear like includes ID, old owner address, new owner address, and the price, which will be sold. Then again for the resold, which also include ID, old owner address, new owner address, and the price. Next, we have write the structure for the review section, which includes address of the reviewer, product ID, and the ratings which are given to the property, comments, and the likes. Again, the structure for the product, which includes the property ID and the total number of ratings provided by the user of the website to that particular product or property. Here we have entered the property, each property as a taken as a product, and then a number of reviews that are provided for the property. Again, there is a mapping, each review will be stored as an index in the array format. So we have mapped the review array to the reviews, and address of the user which gives the review for the property, and the products which are for which product reviews are given. And the review, there is a review counter which will be incremented as a user keep on giving the reviews. Again, there is a events for the added reviews and the liked reviews. As we see above, property listed, property sold, and resold will be notified as a form of events in the website. Similarly, the review added and review like also events which are notified when they are taken place. Which also include the parameters like product ID, reviewer's address, and the ratings which are given, and there is a comments and likes. Now we will write the functions for the contracts. The first function include list property. For listing the property, we include all these parameters, which include owner address, price, property title, category, images, property address, description. As we see in the demo, we enter all these parameters to list the property. And if the property price is greater than zero, less than zero, the price must be greater than zero. Alert will be given. And we declare the parameters, and here we initialize the parameters. And when we enter the properties, the index which will be given for each property will be incremented, and it will emit the property listed, which includes the parameters ID, owner, and price. Next function is update property, which if we want to update or made any changes in the property, we have to call these update function, update property function, which also includes the properties like owner address, product ID, property title, category, image, property address, and description. Here we have to call the property by property index, and we have to provide the owner address. If the owner address we have given and the address of the actual owner that is listed in the website is equals to, then it will proceed for the update property. Otherwise, it will generate the warning like you are not the owner. Then we can update these properties, and it will return the product ID. Then update price function. Here it is only for the updating the price property. It also includes owner address, product ID, and the price. By giving the product ID, we can change the price of the property. Again, it will also check for the owner address, valid owner address, and we can change the property price to given we are expected price. and price will be updated successfully warning will be shown. Then buy property, which also includes the parameters like ID and the buyer address. Here, the buyer has to pay the some ether to the owner of the property. If the amount which will be sent by the buyer is equals to or greater than or equals to, then it will proceed. Otherwise, it will shows that insufficient amount. And once the price will be sent or transaction will be sent, then the property owner will call the value amount for the comparison. Then if it is sent, then it will update the ownership like property owner equals to buyer, and it will emit the event like property sold with the parameters. Then get all properties, which is useful for getting the all the listed properties which are present in the uh, website, which also includes the current index. The index of the properties will be starts from the 0. We can here this function, this for loop will use it to list all the properties which will be present in the system, and it will return the each item. Then function get property, it is for fetching the required specific property, which will be called using the parameter ID. Each, as I said, each property will be um, represented as product, and each property has its own product ID. By giving the product ID, we can get the specific property, which will be given with all the address, image of the property and the category, description, owner address, everything. Then get user properties. This is for the here we will give the address of the user. The based on the user address, it will give the properties like from this user address, what are all the properties will be listed in the system. It will includes the total item count, and in that total item, it will fetch for the properties which will be listed under the provided user address, and it will starts from the again index 0, and it will create the new memory like items, and it will store in the items list. It will return the all the items or properties which will be listed by the given user address. Then these are again we write the functions for the reviews. Here we can have the function like add review, which also includes these parameters like product ID, ratings, which are given for the property, and what are the comments, and from which user address it will be added. And we have to give the ratings in between 1 and 5. Otherwise, it will be get the warning like a rating must be between 1 and 5. And reviewers will push the user address and the comments for the property. It will be stored, the reviews also will be stored in the form of arrays. Again, it is also review, adding the reviews also the event, as I said. And these event will be emit the review added action in the website, including the product ID, user rating, and comments. And it also increments the index as we user enter the reviews for the properties. Then get product review. If we want to check the reviews of the product, we can give the product ID and get the reviews which are given by the peoples to the property, particular property. Then get user reviews. Here there is also a functionality like by giving the specific user address, we can check that the particular from that particular user address is there any reviews for the property. It also include checks from the each text of the reviews, and for that product it will return the reviews from that particular user address. And for the like review function, we will give product ID, review index, and user address. Uh, likes, if we give any reviews to the property, we can also like the reviews also. Like the owner can like the reviews. So here, like review will also get from the product ID and review index. Likes will be also stored in the array format, and it will also increase. As I told, like review is also a event which will emit the review likelihood function with the product ID, review index, user, and the number of likes for the reviews. Then the last function is get highest rated product. So sometimes the buyer will be a bit confused about the buying the properties, like which is better or not. So we have give the functionality like get highest rated product, so that it will be easy for the buyer to choose the best property. As user will be given the ratings for the property, it will fetch the highest rated product or property which will be listed in the website by taking all the averages of the ratings which is given by the product, which is given for the property. Again, it will return the highest rated product ID for the user. This is the code for the smart contract. These are all the functions which are required for the execution of the system in the blockchain. Yeah. Over to Amulya.
Aishwarya, can you share the PPT? So, myself, Amulya. So let's see about the what is there in the main functions, property listing functions in the smart contract code. So when it comes to the list property, it will add the new property to the blockchain with the owner details, like the owner price, like that, what is in that owner price, owner details, owner address, the price listings. That owner details are all new property. It adds the new property to the that function. Then it emits the event that to notify the front end about the newly listed property. That means it will also get notified when the new list property is listed, that is displayed on the front end part. So this function is mainly used for the to new properties can to add the new property. Then comes to the buy property. It enables the buyers to purchase the listed properties for the purchase purpose, or for listing the properties. It can be used we can use the buy property here by sending the payment through smart contract. So then it automatically transfers the ownership, and it updates the property status to sold, that can be displayed in the dashboard, front end dashboard. So it will mainly buy properties, enables the purchase of the listed properties, and it transfer of the ownership from the sender to buyer. Then comes to the update property or update price. So this function allows the property owners to modify the details, like to add it will give the price like index from 1 or 0, like that. We can modify that, but this modification is only have the done by the owner only, the property owner only. It cannot be done by any other person. So then it ensures only the verified owners can make the update through the access control. They have only the control, owners only have the control to update the price or listings. Then for it is a ad review. Then fourth one is ad review function. So this function lets the verified buyers it submit the feedback. It is used mainly for to submit the feedback or the rating purpose. It is used here. It stores the reviews immutably on the chain to ensure the trust and transparency. It cannot be shareable to all that. It only review it. It stores the reviews on the chain to ensure the trust. Then the test cases and validation in the smart contract chain. First, we are going to test these four functions across multiple scenarios. First, we verify the property listing with valid or invalid price. Like if the property listing, it ensures only the valid prices, like the price 0 or 1 or up to 5 what we have given. So it only ensures the valid prices to that are accepted. It reject the listings like 0, or if the gave negative numbers, negative prices, it will get rejected. So it only ensures the valid prices. That is for property listing validation. Then ownership verification in update functions is like what I said, only the property owner can modify the details or prices. So it will only up to the owner only. It prevents like unauthorized update or something error. It will prevent that. Then it is also tested. Then payment validation in buy property means it will verify just if the buyer sends the enough ether, as the Diksha said, some ether has to be sent to that property is either. So it will the buy if the it verifies if the buyer sent that ether to match that property price. So it ensures safe transactions. Then review rating constraints. It accepts only the reviews, the ratings between 1 to 5. If the as we index are like 0, 1 to 4, 5, like that, it only accepts that ratings, and it will prevent the invalid review ratings that will exceed it, or so some errors will happen, so that it will have some constraints in that. So these are the test cases, and 4 test cases that are verified in that contract. Then when comes to the application and usability of the tools and technologies we used here, first we use the Solidity. Why? Because it is a programming language that is used to write the like smart contracts on the Ethereum blockchain. So it's similar to, actually it is similar to the JavaScript only, like syntax is all similar, almost same, but it is only works on the blockchain applications. We use this Solidity mainly for the automation task, like a payment or transfers that happen automatically through the smart contracts only. Then when it comes to web3.js, so third web we have used to connect the decentralized apps with the blockchain for the seamless interaction. So third web also, it will give the smart contract templates. It will give ready-made smart contract templates and the dashboards to make the blockchains app easily. Then to avoid the complex Solidity code to write from the scratch, we have used the third web to manage the smart contracts in easy way. Then MetaMask, it acts as a secure crypto wallet and gateway for the transactions in the smart contract execution. It will actually it is a it can be used for the browser extension. It can be used here in any like cross-platform extension. It can be used in any platform. We can use it. So that is a user friendliness. So when compared to the implementation, as the said system architecture process, it first we write the smart contract code, then it will compiled in the remix, that one it will compile, then it is deployed on the third web with the MetaMask integration. So then last is we test all the test cases and verified whether it is correctly working or correctly checking the things or not. So this is the 4 process. So this will ensure the scalability, security, and the correct transaction on the blockchain. Then user friendliness means, like I said, MetaMask is mainly used here because it can be used in cross-platform. We can as a browser extension, we can use it in any other platform that can helps us to in a transaction purpose. It can also be used as a mobile wallet. Like in real world applicability, so it ensures the main purpose of the using the blockchain is to secure and transparent and automated process by reducing the intermediaries. So it eliminates the intermediaries, direct communication between the buyer and sender, and it will reduce the fraud cost, the very time delays on the offline registration, like that. So these are the applications and usabilities of what we are using in these technologies, blockchain. Thank you, sir.
And sir, one more thing I would like to mention that in Polygon MI blockchain, here the native token which is used is POL, POL. It is also same as Ether, which is on Ethereum. In earlier Polygon version, Matic was used, but what the Polygon MI which we have used is in that the token is POL.
Okay.
Sir, one more point I have to mention here, that the functionality by property I have not shown here. Let me show that the ownership transfer, how it is that ownership transfer will be there. So if you want to buy any property like index 4 I have put, and there I have given the different address, and I now I will be giving the different address here for buying the property. And the native coin like anything like 1 or 2 we will be using here, that is a token value. Then in a MetaMask, it will be asking for confirmation. It is like a Google Pay wallet, all that, like that type. It is MetaMask for the dummy transactions, all that blockchain based transaction. So here the property is transacted to that ownership, and if we list the property or fit the property of the index 4. Here the address had been changed. The ownership which I have given earlier address 0 hash 8, it will be starting. Now it has changed to 7. So the ownership, this is the property. First, get all properties. Firstly, it was having the address of 8 something like this type, and later it has changed to this. So the property has been successfully transferred to this address. Thanks.
Okay, it was a very nice presentation. All the four members have done very nice presentation. Very good for your efforts, because it is not a easy task to understand blockchain technology and to understand smart contracts, all that thing. Because even I also has gone through those phases. But the good effort that you have done, congratulations for that. But still, the whole presentation was very good. Only thing is, the next version is it should be in a even user friendly, like you are copying the image address and you are copying the property address. So instead of that, at least that can be converted to the name of the person or the name of the image. If that can possible, that can be done in the future. So that is a remaining part, I think, that is remaining in your project. But otherwise it is very good. Now from my side, one question: how do you assign ethers to the users, or how do you assign points to the users?
Sir,
So
here
users,
user.
Hmm? Yes, anyone can answer.
yes, sir. Your users should have the MetaMask account, sir. So if you want to list or buy any property, the ethers or Matic or that Aishwarya which mentioned that the POL will be transferred through that. Using that, it will be transferred all the transactions.
So my curiosity is, it is like blockchain and it's like a Bitcoin, right? Now today's rate for one Bitcoin is totally high, right? In that sense, I'm asking, how do you assign a user for it? Is now I understand that this is done for just for the dummy purpose, or some show to show how the transactions happens in the blockchain. But still, in future, if you wanted to implement this thing, then how this can be implemented?
Yes, sir. As of now, even if the buyer wants to buy any property, even they should have that account. Only in that case, like the transaction happens.
Okay. Okay, fine. Oh, okay. But thing is, next time in presentation, you fix the time. You 45 minutes you have taken. So next time, try to reduce it. But the presentation was good, but still you have to manage time also. And the way all the four members you have done well, especially Diksha, you have done very nicely. You have explained all the codes present in the program.
Thank
Well
you, sir.
done. Yeah. And others also, usually in a four members batch, one or two members will be presenting well, and some person is good in coding, but all four members you are done well, and all the four members you know exactly what is all about the project is, right? So that's a good thing. So try to implement what I said in future, and start writing about your report ರಿಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಜನರೇಷನ್, ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ರೈಟಿಂಗ್ ರಿಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಜನರೇಷನ್. ಒಂದಿಷ್ಟು ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ರೆಡಿ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಏನೇನಿದಾವೆ ಲಿಟ್ರೇಚರ್ ಸರ್ವೆ ಅವೆಲ್ಲ ರೆಡಿ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಒಂದು ರಫ್ ಆಗಿ ರೆಡಿ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಅಂಡ್ ವೆನ್ ದೇ ಗಿವ್ ದ ಡೆಡ್ ಲೈನ್, ಇಮಿಡಿಯೇಟ್ಲಿ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಗೆಟ್ ದ ರಿಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಪ್ರಿಂಟ್ ಔಟ್. ಓಕೆ, ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
We recording stop ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾ?
ರೆಕಾರ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ ಮಾಡು. ದೀಕ್ಷಾ ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ಯಾ ನನಗೆ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಅಲ್ಲಾದ್ರೂ ಮೆಸೇಜ್ ಹಾಕೋಣ. ಸಾಕಾಯ್ತು ನನಗೆ ಕೇಳಿ ಕೇಳಿ.